All right, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining me. We're going to give it a few more minutes to see who else is coming on board. But in the meantime, just want to share with you, um, you know, the we're doing Fort Lauderdale today. Okay. Yesterday we did New Orleans, and for some reason my Zoom kept kicking me out. So hopefully, luckily we got through our first one and got our certificate. So yay. So if you want to stay on after Fort Lauderdale, you can join us. Here's part one of New Orleans. New Orleans has some amazing fam trips, okay, familiarization trips. So it's definitely a great one to do. Definitely has a lot of, they have a summer fam trip and a winter one. Where you get huge discounts on restaurants, on hotels, excursions, etc. So definitely, stay on board with us. Or again, I'm recording them so you can catch up and do it. But I highly recommend to complete it because those fam trips are absolutely amazing. So Fort Lauderdale, as we were talking about earlier, here's the New Orleans one to sign up for the fam trip. And for Fort Lauderdale, we're just talking about that because we have a lot of agents that just got back from Cruise 360. Now, I did it last year. They also have a World Cruise one that's absolutely amazing. It's not as much and it's not as long. That's in November, so maybe we can get a group of us to jump over there for that. But I heard that's absolutely amazing. Also, the Cruise 360 is put on by CLIA. So hopefully you guys all have your CLIA cards. Amazing bonus discounts or bonus commissions, bonus discounts. You get discounts and stuff. You need it for your Marriott and your Disney. But tons and tons of extra perks and stuff. So kind of just wanted to share that, and Joanne can talk about more since she just got back from Fort Lauderdale. So we'll talk about that, after or during. That's what's fun about doing these courses is as a group is we have people that maybe have lived at these places or locations or destinations, or we have people that have just visited and then they give, personal views versus just the company's view. So that's what's great. Also, we had done one training. I don't know if it was Ireland or something, but there's a place that has like a mailbox out in the middle by the ocean, and people just go, there's a bench there, and people go and just write little letters, and people can read them. And each year they put it in a book and put it at the library. So that was something really cool that we didn't know about. So definitely, if anybody remembers that course that we did with that mailbox, or we can maybe do a Google search. But that was really interesting, and one of the agents that was with us actually experienced that. So kind of just wanted to share that. All right, so this is Fort Lauderdale training. Do we have any brand new agents on today? If so, welcome. Just so you know, I send out a reminder the night before of what trainings we're doing the next day. Okay. So right here, welcome, Wendy. So in this certificate workshop, Carol, welcome. This is one of my groups. Okay. You guys can join this group. Just make sure you answer the questions and then I'll approve you. But I post in here like all the different trainings, different events. We're having a Maryland event going on. Definitely, if you can make that, anytime you can go to a live event, guys, try to make it. But I also post in here and then with the link for the training. Okay. Welcome, Lynn. All right. Thank you, Joanne. So hi, Leah. Welcome. So as you see here, this is the one for Maryland. Okay, a lot of amazing trainers, leaders, etc. So try to make that. If you're going to the convention, we have two big trainings on that. One is actually Sunday night. What is today? Saturday. So tomorrow night, and then Monday. Okay, so get in there, find the insights. The Hoover app will share a lot of information. But just so you guys know, right here up in featured, if you click featured, you can catch all the courses we're doing this month. And usually I'll do a cruise line for one whole, like every Friday I'll do cruise lines, right? But this month I decided to do individual ones all month because I thought it's kind of fun, especially if you've already done Carnival. That's a whole, month of no training on that Friday for you if through with me. So so here, we just did New Orleans yesterday, but we're going to finish that up today. So if you want to stay on board with us, we're going to do Sun Express Airlines, National Geographic, Expeditions, Fort Myers, Iceland, Sarasota, Florida, Vancouver, Germany, and luxury travel. So again, welcome, Christine, and all you new agents. As I always say, I do these certificate workshops every Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. First off, we do it to become better travel agents. We want to learn how to service our client. We want to learn about destinations, different vendors we have, etc. Okay. So it's for you to become a better travel agent. But there's also a great perk to it. You do Disney, complete Disney, you get free Disney passes. You get 35 to 60% off their cruises, their adventures. Okay. Right here, travel advisor, New Orleans, fam trip. That's why I chose to do this one this month because they have the fam trips, which are familiarization trips where you get to go and experience firsthand what your clients will experience, and then you can sell it, right? So you could say, guys, I went to this amazing restaurant. When we went, I think it was in October, they have a winter one and a summer one. We ate, there was three of us agents there. We ate over $120 worth of food and paid, I think, 20 or 30 bucks. That's it, total. So definitely, again, being an agent is absolutely amazing. So what you do is you're going to go into the home page, okay, and then you'll register. All right, so let me go back over here. So we'll go here. Whenever you register for any of these vendors, guys, let me go ahead and sign out and then I'll sign back in. You're always going to put Archer Travel as the agency, okay? So if you're new, Archer is the agency because we're working under their umbrella, okay? But you are the agent. So whenever you have those questions, also, I know we have a few new people here. So again, guys, for those veteran agents that have been here a while, I'm just going to share a couple things with them really quick. So save this information right here under Quick Start Documents, the Archer supplier credentials. Save this on your phone. Save it on your computer. You're always going to need their address, their phone number. If you ever call a cruise line, you're going to use the cruise line phone number right here, okay? Otherwise, if you put this phone number, the office, they're going to say the agency is not registered. So this is the cruise line number, okay? And then right here is, of course, the IATA. Memorize this. You're going to need that. Anytime you call up any industry, any hotel. Hey guys, this is Marnie from Archer Travel. Do you have any specials? I'm a travel agent. They're going to say, what is your IATA number? 058-24840. Okay. All right. So just wanted to share that. So go ahead and register. Also, guys, for new agents, do a split screen, follow along with me on your phone, but do the course online because at the end you're going to get a certificate. Okay, we're going to do a test together and you're going to get a certificate and you want to print that certificate. But if you just follow me, it's going to just have my name on it, right? So you want to do it together. And don't worry, we all make sure everybody passes, okay? We don't leave anybody behind. So if you're just signing up, don't worry, it's very easy to sign up, okay? Right up here, where is it? I already put it in here. So I think if you've already registered, split screen, can somebody answer that, how to do a split screen? I actually have two things here. I think you can just open up another window.
Yeah, easiest way to do it is go up where you see the negative, the minus, and the box and the X.
Right here.
So right click on the box, right click on the box.
I'm trying, I'm right clicking. It's not.
Okay, maybe just hover over.
Okay,
And then typically it'll let you do it side by side.
there we go. So you can do like that and then open up another one. Okay. All right. So once you're logged in, okay, it'll say they found a match, or if not, they'll have you register. Okay. Send you an email with a magic link. All right. So once you get signed in, so again, these courses are amazing. So you get a learn, retain, promote, sell, and directory. Again, we get, thanks guys. Again, it's teamwork. So I always say, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So we do this as a group. And again, you guys are welcome to do all these yourself, okay? But they're fun when you do it as a team, because when you take that test, it helps. Okay. We just, over here, I did record. So if you missed the first New Orleans from yesterday, you can catch up. This is my YouTube channel. Okay. You can join it and catch up on any of our trainings that we've done. So again, Kennard, we just finished that. You get a complimentary cruise once you finish that. So we'll go over that later also. So that was a kind of long one. I think it was 7 weeks that we did it. But it's definitely worth it. If you get a free cruise, just pay port taxes and fees. Okay. All right. So everybody good. Again, New Orleans, we're going to finish this after Fort Lauderdale. So if you want to stay on, it may be a long day for us, but again, you can do this on your own too. Okay. Somebody have a question? Okay. All right. So right here, once you get registered, we're going to go to learn. Okay. Just make sure your name's up here. You want to make sure your name is there because you want it to show up on your certificate. Okay. Yeah, as you see, I've already done this one. So let me sign up with another one. So that's what your certificate's going to look like. Okay. So I probably did this one in the past. So but let's see if I can just redo it again. So does everybody have these 3 courses?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So, welcome to Greater Fort Lauderdale. Not yet. Okay. No worries. So when you're registering, don't worry, guys. Don't stress out. Don't stress out. Okay. So you're going to go into the main page.
I don't see where you can register.
Right here in the, I have, oops, not there. I had put it in the, chat box. Go up a little, right up above. Where'd I put it? Hold on. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into the main course, and then it's going to have you put an email in there. And if you're not registered, it's going to, so let's go down here, log out. Okay, so this is where you should be able to log in. Once you
So
get
I need to go to Messenger.
No, you can click on our chat right now. Do you see the chat?
Okay. Yeah, I'm in the chat.
Okay, click that link and see if it opens for you. So Christine, do you just have your phone and no computer? Yeah. So how do people do it when you're on the phone, working through the phone? Do you just listen, or do you, I don't know how. I would say probably, yeah, I think you can just maybe listen and then open up another window for the
That's what I do, Barney. I listen and then, yeah, because I told you my audio's not the greatest on my laptop, my PC.
Right.
So, yeah, so I just listen on my iPhone and then, yeah, follow along on my laptop.
Got it. Okay.
That's how I do it anyway.
Yeah, so if you haven't signed up, what you're going to do is you're going to put your email here. You're going to hit continue. It's going to say, I don't recognize you, or you already been here. Here, let me show you real quick. Let me just put in my, this one and see if I'm registered under this one. Continue. We found a match. Okay, so that one they found a match. So if you've never been in here, so let me try another one. I've been doing this 2 or 3 years, so I've had to try to. Okay, let's see if this one finds a match. Password you entered. So hold on. Mickey Fan 18. Let's try this. Log in. So it'll say, you know, register. If not, right down here, it says want to bypass. You can request the magic link. It says it'll send it automatically.
Okay.
So just whenever you get to where you're at. And again, you know, if any of you are new or whatever, just know once you get into one of these programs and stuff and get registered, then you'll be fine moving forward. Always when we have a first one. So share a page on, say, visit Fort Lauderdale. Yes, that's the one we're on. Correct. All right, so let me see it. Perfect. Okay. So some take a while, some don't. Oop. Let me know when everybody's in and registered. I'm gonna do it. And again, I appreciate you guys hanging out with us. For those that have already been, can't be found. Okay, so it can't be found. So, see. So this is a new one for me. All right. So here it pops up, save your profile, create an account. Okay. So I'm going to do this one. Tell us about yourself. Okay. So Marnie Hernandez, state, Nevada. And again, if anybody needs to go get the coffee or something, we're, you know. All right. So you just follow the links, okay? Tell us about your business, okay? Your agency name, Archer Travel. Main agency affiliation, so Travel Leaders Network. Very good. Yep, there. That's where we're at. Your host agency, again, Archer Travel. And there you are. Register. Very easy. Okay. Passwords do not match. Oh, sorry. Ding, ding, ding. Your account is updated. I'm going to save it. And now I can go in and do it new. Okay. All right. Everybody should be good now, right?
Hmm?
Okay. So let's click learn. And here's 3 courses we're going to take: Greater Fort Lauderdale, Beaches and Beyond, and then Everything Under the Sun. All right. We have a short video. It'll give you time to finish.
Good morning, Greater Fort Lauderdale. It's another beautiful day here in paradise. The sun is up, the town is out. It's a great day to be alive.
I've been coming alive. I've been coming alive again. I've been coming alive. I've been coming alive again. I was holding out the daylight fire, living out of touch, but now feeling like I'm born again. Finally seeing the light. Finally seeing the light ahead.
There's
said the more things change, the more they stay the same? Hasn't been to Greater Fort Lauderdale in a while. Pity.
Everybody's getting in. We wished we were on the beach in Florida, right? Yes. Correct. And yes, you can do these all on your own. There's tons of training, and I'll show you. Or you can do it as a group, like I said, when you get to the test, sometimes it's kind of hard.
Yeah, you thought you knew us. But take a closer look. This is the new Greater Fort Lauderdale. Get to know us.
Yeah, definitely you can do these on your own. They're a lot of fun, and I'll show you the different programs that you can get into to do them, okay? All right. So I know Joanne is excited and wants to, oh, there's a tip. Wants to move to Florida. Okay, I don't see the tip. What does it say? There we go. All right, so welcome everyone. With 300 miles of navigable waterways, 24 miles of golden beaches, and more than 300 days of sunshine and blue skies a year. No wonder the Greater Fort Lauderdale is a shining beacon of fun, relaxation, and warm hospitality on the southeastern coast of Florida. Okay, no worries, Carol. I do have it recorded too, so if you need help, it's on my YouTube. So have a good day. Water lovers paradise. Life here is centered around the water, and we've earned the nicknames of Venice of America because our winding waterways are full of romance and excitement, and yachting capital of the world because we magnet for mega yachts. In fact, the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show is the largest in-water boat show in the world. Maybe a question? With the near perfect weather year-round, the sun shines more than 3,000 hours each year. Opportunities to enjoy outdoor living are endless, whether it's on or under the water, immersed in nature's flora and fauna, strolling charming neighborhoods, or dining al fresco. So everyone under the sun, if there's one thing we are known for, it's our warm welcome to our visitors. We're so committed to the philosophy that we made it our destination slogan. Our multicultural residents come from over 170 countries and speak 147 languages. And they invite visitors of every culture, creed, origin, ethnicity, and identity to join them in living the good life in Greater Fort Lauderdale. You can't have rainbows without brilliant rays of sunshine, and our sunshiny days create the biggest rainbow ever when it comes to pride. We're the undisputed LGBT plus capital of Florida, with a dedicated LGBT plus visitor center and hundreds of LGBT plus owned and operated hospitality businesses, including hotels, bars, clubs, and restaurants. And we did a training on LGBTQ in my YouTube if you want to, have that niche market, okay? What's next? We've crafted this program to give you the latest, greatest product intel about everything there is to do and see here, but also a whole lot more than you'll read about next. So your mobile learning and sales companion. Think of this platform as your friend in selling Greater Fort Lauderdale. It'll teach you everything you need to know to become a certified Lauderdale loyalist. From the essentials on accommodation, transportation, attraction, to a virtual tour of communities that make up our vibrant and welcoming destination. As you complete each of the chapters, you'll unlock access to Retain the section. There will be your go-to resource for retaining expert knowledge and enhancing your sales efforts. with stripped away the quiz portion here to leave all the useful content and multimedia assets so you can expertly answer a product question or even make an impromptu sales presentation anytime, anywhere, and from any device. Speaking of helping your marketing and sales efforts, the promote and sell sections will make super easy to share interesting content with the potential clients and then close the sale with exclusive resources tailored specifically to you, our Lauderdale loyalists. Now it's time to share the sunshine and fun. Greater Fort Lauderdale, thanks for hopping on for the ride. Not yet, but I will look into that, Christine. But on Mondays, Patrice has a program that covers a lot of that. So, but I will put that on my list for next month. We'll try to find one, or if anybody does find one that we can do, let me know, and we will put it on our program for next month. Anytime you guys see something or want to do something, just let me know, and then we can add it to the list. All right, so here's our first question. In addition to 24 miles of golden beaches, how many miles of navigable waterways on an average days of sunshine does Greater Fort Lauderdale offer? Okay, thank you. Yes, definitely. Okay. 300, Sandy says. Perfect, yes. All right, correct, very good. All right, see, so tell Sandy, thank you for helping us. All right, getting in and around. Wait, is that part of the quiz? That's one of the first one. It's not the final quiz. Sometimes they throw the questions within the program. So the answer is there if you're running a little behind, okay? Also over here, we have to, always click on everything. So getting in and around. Okay, so Greater Fort Lauderdale is easy to get into and getting around with bustling international airport and a network of ground and water transportation options that are not only simple to navigate, but pretty fun too. So by air, Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International, FLL, is ranked in the top 20 airports in the U.S. for total passenger traffic, top 10 for international traffic, with over 350 average daily flights. FLL connects Greater Fort Lauderdale with more than 80 cities domestically and more than 60 cities globally. Best of all, FLL is a mere 3 miles from hotels, attractions, and beaches, and ultra convenient to one of the world's top cruise ports, Port Everglades. To get the fun started even faster, FLL Terminal tunes, plays, works by local musicians and bands, so visitors can tap their toes to the Lauderdale beat while waiting for their luggage. Tap the icon on the right for great insights of the international airport.
Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport. I mean, what a great airport. Everybody loves this airport. It has so much feed. It always prices better 99% of the time versus the other airports in the region. And so that's a huge selling point. All the nonstop service you have there. And then you've got both. You've got the low-cost carriers. They have hubs there. You've got your major airlines. So again, it appeals to all at a great value. The airport's in the middle of the city. So once you land in Fort Lauderdale Airport, anything within the Greater Fort Lauderdale area is just a couple of minutes away. And so I think that's a huge selling point as well. It's just the ease of travel into this great airport that's easy, efficient, and close to everything.
Yay. All right. And then down here, so Lauderdale loyalist tip. So Wi-Fi is available in all airport terminals, so make sure you advise your clients to download the FLL Airport app. With a touch of the screen, they can access all the deets on transportation, maps, shopping, restaurants, and more in both English and Spanish. By land, in addition to every rental car option under the sun, clients can get around via the Broward County Transit Bus, the Tri-Rail, the Brightline, the Uber, the Lyft, or the taxi. And like I said, when I went, we took the train, the Brightline. That was amazing. They have a little restaurant in there, a little snack bar and stuff. And of course, the bus was very convenient. So Lauderdale loyalist tips, since the best transit option is a free transit option, look no further than the Lauderdale Community Shuttle. free shuttle service for residents and visitors, offers 5 routes connecting destinations within Greater Fort Lauderdale. Beach Link route makes 10 stops along the coastline and runs from 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day. Perfect way to sample sand and sea at various beaches. You have the Tri-Rail, South Florida's primary commuter rail system, serves Broward, Miami-Dade, and Palm Beach counties with 18 conveniently located train stations, connections to local buses, and the Miami Metro Rail, and access to all 3 international airports with service every day of the year. Brightline offers express intercity passenger rail service connecting Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, and Orlando. And to make traveling even easier, the new Brightline service connects all the spots by providing private car, shared ride, and soon even bicycle connections for passengers located within a 5-mile radius of the Brightline rail station. Now travelers can get from their hotels or houses to the station in no time with little effort. All transport can be booked on the Brightline app. Additionally, Brightline's partnership with Access Rail enables travel partners from across the globe to easily reserve seats with effortless efficiency on the standard network by simply using the code 9B. Could be a test
Can
flight.
I ask you a quick question on the
Uh-huh.
Brightline?
Yes.
Did you grab it from the airport and where'd you ride it to?
I think we flew into Miami because it was cheaper to fly into Miami. And then we took it from Miami into Fort Lauderdale.
But it brings you right into the airport.
Yep. And it was beautiful, and you know, we took a nap. We had a table between us. We played cards
Awesome.
and movies.
We didn't have time to do that, and I want to do it the next time. So
Yeah.
thank you.
You're welcome. All right. And then by water, one of the best ways to explore our destination is from the water, and the water taxi does much more than cruise its way from one dock to the next. The captains and crew are experienced locals who love to tell passengers about all the many attractions viewed from the water. They'll hear about the history of the area, as well as fun, interesting tidbits about the mansions, the mega yachts which line the waterways. And Joanne just did that, and that's what we were talking about earlier. She can tell you some of the people are posted in the chat, the places you get to see and the houses and stuff, the mansions. It's beautiful. So the water taxi provides daily Hollywood Express, where visitors can take the scenic route, check out the shops, the restaurants along Hollywood Beach Boardwalk. Even better, the water taxi provides hop-on, hop-off service. All-day passes are $40. 20 for kids, 5 to 11. So clients can cruise around on their own schedule, plus rates drop at 5 p.m. for happy hours. So again, you can, hop on and hop off just like the buses. You can do that on the water taxi and stop at a restaurant, stop over here for a drink, make sure, take pictures over here. So definitely a great opportunity and very inexpensive, especially, and I think, you probably show them or check out our travel agent discounts, right? But after 5 p.m., even better. Yeah, book on Viator. Yep. So Lauderdale not only offers free shuttle service, but also free water trolley service. Hop on, hop off. Water trolley makes 8 stops along the new river between Riverwalk, Laurelwood Park, and Smoker Park. Service operates daily between hours of 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. and wait times average around 20 minutes. So again, exciting, fun stuff to do. All right, another test question. What's the name of the free ground shuttle and water trolley service that visitors can easily hop on and hop off?
You just said it.
Go,
Water go.
Water go. There you go. Got it? All right. Now, mind you, this is an easy test. These are easy ones, okay? Wait till you do Princess and Disney, especially when they talk about the type of cabins they have. All right, lay of the land. Ideally located between Palm Beach and Miami-Dade counties, Great Fort Lauderdale. And if I mispronounce something, let me know, guys. Greater Fort Lauderdale encompasses all of Broward County. Our prime location provides easy access to Port Everglades, one of the world's top cruise ports, as well as amazing natural wonders of the Florida Everglades. 31 cities make up Greater Fort Lauderdale, including 8 beach towns, 23 inland communities, dotted along the Atlantic coast with the Everglades to the west. Each community has its own personality and attraction, so every type of visitor will find their fun here. So again, you can pull it up and pick on each one. So that's Davie, that's Fort Lauderdale International Airport. So you can play around with that. All right, we'll dive in deeper to our coastal inland communities in the next chapter. But in the meantime, check out the map above to get your bearings on the cities and waterways that make up Greater Lauderdale. So again, you can open it up and then play around and it'll show you where everything is. Okay. All right. Let me get back to where I was. All right, so where to stay? Where are we going to put our clients? So Greater Fort Lauderdale welcomes everyone under the sun, and when the sun dips below the verdant Everglades horizon, our range of inviting accommodations provides rest and rejuvenation for the next day's fun. Our hotels aren't just for sleeping, though, with a rainbow of amenities, services, activities, and budget levels, and our clients are sure.
And I have meeting Clarence there, yeah.
There we go. Our clients are sure to find the perfect place to stay and play. Greater Fort Lauderdale boasts more than 37,000 lodging accommodations, a variety of hotels, luxury resorts, boutique properties, reflecting a cosmopolitan vibe. The diverse mix includes oceanfront inland properties, specialized spa resorts, business meetings, convention facilities, and we've been steadily growing our offering. We now have double the inventory we did in 2014. All right, so here's the lowdown. Many types of places to stay in Greater Fort Lauderdale. Stay seaside. Much of the Greater Fort Lauderdale is within seashell throw of the ocean or waterways, but our beach hotels put guests right on the waterfront where they'll fall asleep to the crescendo of crashing waves in the wake of the sun rising over the Atlantic. Best of all, these beachfront hotels are close to world-class restaurants, shopping, and nightlife. Stay in the lap of luxury. Our luxury beach resorts provide decadent accommodations with extraordinary service and amenities tailored to the most discriminating travelers and naturally stunning views of the ocean. 5-star hospitality, elevated dining options, and luxuriant spa services will satisfy and rejuvenate guests to the point where they'll never want to leave. Lauderdale Loyalist Tip. A-lister accommodations on our shores include the new four-season hotel and residence Fort Lauderdale, the Ritz-Carlton, Fort Lauderdale, West Fort Lauderdale, Pelican Grand Beach Resort, Royal Blues Hotel, which notably is the only Relis and Chateau hotel in Florida. Luxury accommodations aren't just limited to land in the yachting capital of the world. Full-staffed yachts can be chartered for a few hours, a few days, or even longer to provide the ultimate high-end Fort Lauderdale experience. So anybody want to rent a yacht next year? How about stay in a home away from home? Clients looking for a unique home-like experience will find it and more on an array of boutique properties. These high-quality hotel alternatives feature no more than 50 rooms and provide guests and personalized service and outstanding ambiance. Many of them feature full kitchens. Now, as you know, we don't do Airbnbs, but we do have access to, houses, condos, etc. through many of our vendors. Okay, Expedia, Tap for One, Bax, etc. Just use your filters. Stay for VIPs. Very important, pets. If your clients can't imagine leaving home without their furry friends, our pet-friendly hotels ensure that the four-legged family members are not only allowed, but also receive red carpet welcome. And then rest assured, no matter which property you book for your clients, with an unwavering commitment to LGBT plus inclusivity, every place to stay here will be warm and welcoming to all guests. Bonus, many of our LGBT plus hotels offer incredible discounts and amenities that others don't. Okay, tap the icon on the right to see some unique boutiques, and then the directory channel for details on places to stay. Okay. Thinks you just want to run away to the beach right now, right? Vacation forever, I get it.
Later in some of these videos, they've got people from different agencies. We need to get some Archer people on these videos.
Yeah. right. Next, cap directory. Okay, I'll get that up here. All right, A-lister. Accommodations on our shores include the following properties. Which of these is the only Relax and Chateau Hotel in Florida? Four Seasons, Ritz-Carlton, W Fort Lauderdale, Pelican Grand Beach, or Royal Blues Hotel? Anybody catch that one? Four Seasons, Ritz. Come on, you can do it. Four Seasons? Not quite. Okay. Ritz-Carlton.
It's the Royal Blues.
Royal Blues. Thank you. Very good. See, somebody's paying attention. You guys got that? All right. All right, sail and stay. So with excellent proximity to Port Everglades Cruise Terminal and FLL, our airport and cruise hotels are destinations upon, thank you, Desiree, our destination unto themselves. Incredible dining options, on-site activities, including expansive rooms, huge buffets, and fantastic pools, all close to the action. What's more, many cruise hotels offer free shuttle service, long-term parking options, as well as day rooms, so cruisers can enjoy amenities for a few hours before or after departure. Lauderdale Loyalist tip: tap into Sell Channel to find a link to cruise hotels with shuttle service, long-term parking options, and day room availability. That way you can share and save them a lot of money, right? Watch the video below to hear Caitlin Chevers from our Global Travel Trade Department talk about all the options for pre and post cruise stays. So again, upsell, right?
We always recommend that visitors come in a couple of days pre or stay a couple of days post their cruise. I think there's some amazing value and increase in overall experience when you stay in the destination pre or post. And there's some wonderful activities to do here. We can go off and explore some of our museums. You can go off to the NSU Art Museum, or perhaps visit the Bonnet House, which is a beautiful art museum on the beach. We have 300 miles of beautiful intercoastal waterways here, otherwise known as the Venice of the Americas. You can explore these waterways through several different options. We have water taxi, of course, very well known, riverfront cruises. We also have Jungle Queen, which has been around for many years, and they have some great options. If you have a little bit more time, you could jump aboard and have dinner and a show as well. And then, of course, shopping. We're very well known for shopping, one of the best shopping in all of the United States here. We have Las Olas Boulevard, very close to the port. We also have Galleria Mall, which you can access via water taxi. And of course, you can shoot out over to Sawgrass Mills. And they have over 400 options in outlet stores and wonderful dining and entertainment as well there. For dining, we have dozens of wonderful dining options, all within moments of the port. The boatyard, we have fabulous dining here, waterfront as well. Highly recommend you go over to the Everglades and experience all that they have to offer at Everglades Holiday Park. There's wonderful excursions. They do morning, afternoon, private excursions, and it's great to get out there with the nature, see some gators. They have wonderful shows as well, and they really make it for a wonderful experience for all. We have the International Boat Show that happens every fall of the year, and it's a $1 billion economic impact to our community. So we recommend that you come every fall. You could add on a couple of days pre or post your cruise and enjoy the International Boat Show here in Greater Fort Lauderdale.
Sounds like an amazing time. All right, we're almost done with this one. So our visitors, by now you've seen how we welcome everyone under the sun. So here's a little primer on our visitors to get your itinerary ideas flowing. So lovers love Lauderdale. From resort hotels to barefoot beaches to luxury yachts, even underwater. A destination wedding in Greater Fort Lauderdale will surely lead to fairy tale happily ever after. We're here to help you make your clients' dreams a reality with free advice, wedding planning services, and endless options for romance. Pride of Florida. So pride is a part of everyday life and philosophy, and we are especially proud to have earned a perfect score on the Human Rights Campaign Municipal Equality Index. We have a thriving local LGBT plus community and with the highest concentration on same-sex couple households in the country and hundreds of gay-owned businesses, many of which are centered around the Wilton Manors neighborhood. So again, they have a special area. Cruisers who don't want the party to end with the third largest port in the world at our doorstep. It's no wonder cruise passengers love to spend post-cruise time with us. Why not? Our wealth of sunshine, gorgeous beaches, diverse dining, incredible outdoor activities keep the fun going. And if quiet is what they're after, there are plenty of serene spots to help unwind before heading back to reality. A multicultural magnet, Greater Fort Lauderdale, Broward County, is quickly emerging as the most diverse area in the U.S., and we're gathering the place of choice for many large professional organizations, including the country's most influential African American groups. Family reunions are also drawn to Broward County for the affordable lodging and unique intergenerational activities in our historic Sistrunk area, including historical tours, classes, and workshops with resident artists and community service projects in urban gardens. MICE is so nice under the sun. Business travelers will have their day in the sun and more when they book a meeting, show, or event here. A $1.1 billion expansion of the Greater Fort Lauderdale Broward County Convention Center currently underway, and phase 1 has already opened with a 750,000 square foot addition, including 350,000 square feet of exhibit space. We go even farther in 2025 with a massive 1.2 million square feet of new exhibit space, a 65,000 square foot waterfront ballroom, plus original dining concepts, enhanced water taxi access, new expansive waterfront plaza with dining and entertainment in a park-like atmosphere. Plus, the enhancement will feature an 800-room dedicated convention center. So again, if you're business oriented, make sure to focus on selling, Fort Lauderdale for their business events. Tap the icon on the right to see how our residents and visitors make us greater together. So who's excited to start selling Fort Lauderdale?
I could kick myself that I didn't watch this before I went.
Well, you're going back, so you did that. Or just use what you currently have. But anyway, we're the undisputed
I'm still going back.
LGBT plus capital of Florida with the highest concentration on same-sex couple households in the country and hundreds of gay-owned businesses, many of which are centered around the neighborhood. So you have Hollywood. Oops, sorry. It's a question. Which neighborhood? Wilton Manors?
Wilton, yes, Wilton
Yeah,
Manors.
I thought we were good. Thank you. Okay, there you go. All right, you guys got that? Very good. Thank you, Stephanie. All right, so working with us, as you can tell from the photo above, The sales team at Visit Lauderdale is pretty excited to help you sell all the sunny destinations. So there are many ways we work together with Greater Fort Lauderdale, from co-op marketing, custom sales presentations to fam trips and more. All right, so remember I talked about Cruise World, okay? That's coming up in November, I think. Asta Fam, Hilton. So here are a few important things to know about us. Membership and distinctions. So we're a signature virtuoso preferred destination, proud members of the U.S. Travel Association. Visit Florida, ASTA, CCRA, CLIA, Patana, and Discover America. IITA, sustaining board members, U.S. Travel Board of Directors, visit committees across the globe. How to connect with us? We're happy to present you to the local ASTA, CCRA, Patana, etc. meetings. Shoot us an email here and they'll set you up. We currently have Patana is a really cool organization. I've attended here in Vegas. They have guest speakers, all the vendors, etc. Different events. I think they're doing one today on Club Med. So you'll also see us at Cruise 360, Cruise World, Global Travel Marketplace, all held right here in Greater Fort Lauderdale. Find contact information for the entire sales team under Sell, which is one of the links here. And then loyalist tip. Be sure to check out the Lauderdale section of our website to find the latest, greatest deals and discounts on hotels, restaurants, and attractions that you can share with your clients. There are special deals of Florida residents and first responders and military too. All right, tap the icon on the right to see a luxury advisor, Nick Penna, utilizing the co-op marketing for his business. Very nice, Joanne.
The co-op marketing opportunities are huge, and I feel like it's so underused when I speak to some of my peers, and they're not leveraging this. So, you know, I would say to any advisor, guys, there's money out there, take it, or I want to use it. There's such an opportunity to collaborate with them, not just to do the co-op, but when you are using that co-op, you're not just getting the funds, but you're also it's like a partnership. So now everybody's vetted in my success, because my success would then be the success of the destination. And so it just, I don't know how to describe it. It just gets the wheel rolling. And so you're taking those funds. Now you have an action plan, and now you're going to put that into fruition, and it does work. I mean, the sales go up whenever I take that co-op, and whether it be for additional marketing or an ad, or whether it be to host a small event with maybe some of my top customers, or maybe to do.
Oops, what happened? Sorry.
On a national scale, a webinar, and bring in somebody from Greater Fort Lauderdale to speak to my customers about what's new in the destination. And so you've got to think outside the box. When you think co-op, it's not just about, a Facebook ad. It's about thinking outside the box. Can I have them help me host a webinar for my clients? Can I do maybe something at a small local coffee shop with the local business owners of the Strip and highlight the new cruises that are coming out of Fort Lauderdale or whatever? And so there's so much that you can do if you really think outside the box, and it can help you grow your business. It does mine.
All right. So congratulations on your certificate for Lauderdale Loyalist. Now that you've completed the training chapter, you've unlocked 24/7 resource and retain. Special section, we've stripped away the quiz portion, leaving an easy to use reference tool. So you always have the intel you need at your fingertips and can quickly answer questions for your clients. Each chapter you complete, which means one more unlocked content of retain. So let's continue for the next chapter. So let's go chapter completion. So here we are. Now we are learning about the beaches and beyond. So get to know our beach town. So Greater Fort Lauderdale's golden, sunny coastline is home to more than a few beaches and coastal communities, each shining with its own personality and style, from family fun in the sand and surf to a romantic stroll on the boardwalk under swing bulbs, to savoring fresh seafood and a cold brew with incredible views. Everyone under the sun will find their beach paradise here. All right, so let's start at the top, work our way down to the coast. Okay.
I most frequently book the beach. Why? Because I'm in love with the beach. And most of the clients that I have are coming, they're looking for, the sun, the sand, the beach, the vibe, and on Fort Lauderdale Beach, or even up the coast, because Greater Fort Lauderdale includes not just Fort Lauderdale Beach. But on the coast, you have lots of hotels that your clients can stay at, and then there's lots of entertainment, nightly entertainment, daytime entertainment, things that go on that they can partake in. The attractions that most of my clients want to do when they come to Greater Fort Lauderdale, they want to see that ocean, they want to see that beach, even if they're doing staycation. If they're coming from the Northeast, if they're coming from the Midwest, they want to be able to see the beach. Then I have a lot of people that they want to be on the water. So there's fishing trips, there are museums and art galleries, and you can eat your way around Greater Fort Lauderdale. We even have breweries. And of course, there's always the Everglades. So a lot of people will want to go, they want to see, what is this Everglades about? They want to go out there and experience it, and also all the great cuisines and restaurants that we have. So listen, there's so much to offer here. You cannot go wrong with sending your clients to Greater Fort Lauderdale.
Right. All right, so this is Deerfield to Lighthouse Point. So sitting at the northern edge of Broward County, just south of Boca Raton, Deerfield Beach is known for its casual, fun beach vibe. This bustling coastal community is home to more than 50,000 people, half of whom reside in the Century Village active adult community. Its pristine beachfront is a favorite of both water and nature lovers. 3 species of sea turtles nest here, including the leatherback, the largest of all living turtles. In addition to turtle watching, beachgoers enjoy swimming, surfing, watching the days come in, or trying to make a catch of their own on the International Fishing Pier. A shortcut to fresh seafood can be found at many oceanfront restaurants like the Whale's Rib, an old-time Florida hangout known for whale fries and tasty brews, or Ocean's 234 for local swordfish with a side of lobster mashed potatoes. All right, that sounds kind of yummy if you like that, right? Lauderdale must-sees. Deerfield Island is a 53.3-acre park containing a variety of interesting habitat, including marine hammock, mangrove forest. Originally purchased to build a private home for Al Capone in 1930, his arrest for a tax evasion in 1932 put that idea to rest. Still, the island was known as Capone Island until 1955, when it became Deerfield Island Park, operated by Broward County. Deerfield Island sits in the intra-coastal waterway and is accessible by a free shuttle boat, which operates from 10 to 3 on the hour on Saturdays and Sundays. So you have the park, you have the maps. Hillsborough Beach, spanning just 3 miles of length and 900 feet in width, the charming town of Hillsborough Beach is nestled between the intra-coastal waterway and the Atlantic Ocean, with one of the tallest working lighthouses on the East Coast overlooking this tiny, quiet enclave. Hillsborough Beach offers relaxing escape with an ideal haven for nesting sea turtles. One day each month, the lighthouse opens for tours, and visitors can climb 175 steps to the top for amazing panoramic views of the ocean. Hillsborough Lighthouse sits at the south end of town on the Hillsborough Inlet, the passageway where vessels cross between intracoastal waterway and the Atlantic Ocean. Perfect spot to while away an afternoon boat watching. All right. And then the Lighthouse Point. name was inspired by the nearby Hillsborough Lighthouse, but it's laid back ambiance of this quiet, tree-shaded town that inspires visitors. With 18 miles of pristine waterways that lace through it, there's no finer place to unwind than on board a sport fishing charter or sunbathing on the deck of a luxury yacht. Loyalist tip: Cap's Place Inland or Island Restaurant. You can't visit Lighthouse Point and not go to Broward County's oldest restaurant and national landmark. With roots as a 1920s casino and rum-running speakeasy, Cap's Place has been known for excellent casual waterfront dining for decades. Fresh native seafood, hearts of palm salads, succulent steaks, and more have lured many notable guests to its offshore locations, such as Franklin D. Roosevelt, Winston Churchill, the Vanderbilts, the Rockefellers, Gloria Swanson, Mariah Carey, and Joe Namath. Tap the directory channel to see more things to do and places to stay in the greater Fort Lauderdale. All right. Nice place. Best friend lived there. Nice. Krabby Jack's was a great hangout. And was college spin break has changed since then. Yeah, very fun. All right, what's the name of the oldest restaurant in Broward County, which has been luring the rich and famous and locals for decades? Cap's. There you go. Very good. Thank you very much. Everybody got that? All right.
Sorry, I ran off. Did you see in the chat box? I did a review of this restaurant called Adam and Joe's. It's a little north of Fort Lauderdale, about 20 minutes. If you do a video and put it on TikTok and tag them in it, free lunch.
Nice.
My $16.50 lunch was free.
Very good. So how did you find that? Just
okay, so I was looking on TikTok that morning and boom, Adam and Joe's popped up. And Elizabeth has to eat gluten-free. And so we've had a real hard time, finding her a spot. Well, the first thing that this popped up said big gluten-free menu. I'm like, oh, Elizabeth, I have found where we're going for lunch. So yeah, check out my video on TikTok. It's a 2-minute review, so it won't get a lot of views, but it's a if you can't find something on their menu, you are not hungry.
All right. Well, thank you. See how cool this is and see all the notes in here. Again, it's great doing this together so you can get, the insider view, right? All right. So, Pompano Beach to Hallandale. Oops, so bad. Okay. As we continue southward along the coast, Pompano Beach sits just where the Gulf Stream bends, making the ocean waters clear, warm, and oh so inviting. For surfers and divers especially, the warmer waters make for an abundance of pompano, the inshore tropical game fish from which the beach gets its name. Did you know the town's name is not the only homage to the namesake that visitors will find here? The end of the Fisher family pier at Pompano Beach is shaped like the head of a pompano fish. You guys know that? I didn't. Pompano Beach Pier and its surrounding fishing village are hotspots for family fun, with the Pompano Beach Kids Fishing Club offering angling instructions for the little ones. There's also a cool underwater camera for fish watching from the pier, as well as beachside water playground, lots of splashing features to keep cool off on hot Florida days. The pier and adjacent area are part of a major beach renovation that includes new restaurants, shops, and nautical style parking. So like here, you could maybe, take a screenshot of that or save it or something, to focus on kids and fishing and stuff, get them, a little experience there. Pompano is also popular for its underwater playground. There are 18 shipwrecks to be explored offshore. Many of them were sunken intentionally to become reefs to support and foster marine life. For fish lovers who prefer to stay dry, colorful aquatic life will cause just as many wows when viewed from the glass bottom boat. So again, exciting things to do. I'd love to go snorkeling there, right? Sea Ranch Lakes, with the total population of 540, Sea Ranch Lakes is a tiny residential village situated between Atlantic and Intercoastal Waterway that embodies a small town hospitality of old Florida. While there aren't any hotels or planned tourist activities in Sea Ranch Lakes, visitors can still enjoy a stay here by booking a vacation rental. Limited number of condo and home listings are available. And then Lauderdale by the Sea, located on a barrier island that's 7 feet above sea level. The charming seaside town of Lauderdale by the Sea features a beachfront that stretches for miles, as well as old Florida vibe with mid-century modern architecture and low-rise buildings. Since it's just a short swim from the beach to a century-old shipwreck and reefs teeming with marine life, it's easy to see why Lauderdale by the Sea is known as the shore diving capital of Florida. Another tip: Windjammer Resort Hotel, an icon in Lauderdale by the Sea since 1978, is tucked away from the crowds on a wide palm-lined beach 1 block from the center of town. Guests at the Windjammer can snorkel or dive to a renowned coral reef, walk to the best fishing and sightseeing pier in South Florida, as well as to a variety of stores, restaurants, and bars. Hollandale Beach, last beach before crossing over to Miami. Hollandale Beach embodies classic Art Deco style with a vibrant artsy feel that's popular with young families as well as retirees. This coastal community boasts 2 great beach parks. South City Beach Park features a playground, a volleyball court, outdoor pavilion for live music performances, and the North City Beach Park may be smaller, but it's right on the ocean and steps away from many noteworthy restaurants. Boardwalk is a place to go for selfies on the iconic beach Ball Water Tower. Tap the video to hear Camila speak about how her clients are drawn to the beaches of Great Fort Lauderdale.
The sun, the beach, and that no passport is needed for this beautiful destination. Well, I'm in New York, and New Yorkers love to go to Florida. We have so many flights. It's so convenient to go to Fort Lauderdale. So most of my clients are repeaters. You know, they've been booking with me for 20 years, and they go back year after year. The thing is, it's not a secret. I think everybody knows that Fort Lauderdale is a beautiful place with gorgeous beaches, great restaurants, wonderful sunshine. Once your client goes, they're going to keep coming back because it's just so convenient to get there, and it's just offers so much for those who are looking for, you know, sunshine, beach, ocean, and again, excellent food.
All right. Let's see a second.
Hi, I'm Rita Wells, the Tourism Marketing Manager for the City of Pompano Beach, Florida's warmest welcome. We're located just a few miles north of Fort Lauderdale. I'm coming to you here from the Pompano Beach Fisher Family Pier. It's a 900-foot pier, and the end of it is shaped like a pompano, which is the fish for which the city was named after. The pier anchors the Pompano Beach Fishing Village, which is a 6-acre destination with ample parking. We've got a tiki bar, restaurants, shops. It's a great place. We've even got a hotel with a rooftop bar that overlooks this beautiful beach. The nighttime views of the ocean are amazing. We are a very family-friendly destination. Our beaches are 3 miles wide, 3 miles long, wide beaches. We are accessible. We have beach access mats and beach wheelchairs for those who request them. It's a limited on-demand service, but we've got one at each lifeguard stand. We also have an old town area. It's been revitalized. We've got new restaurants there. Great vibe. We say warm welcome, cool vibes there. It's a great place. We have festivals. We've got live music all over the pier, all over the city. It's a wonderful place. We've got 700 acres of parks, one of which has an accessible playground for children with special needs. We also have an amazing splash pad right on the beach here, and an adult outdoor gym, CrossFit gym, and playground. And this is just where you want to be. Very family friendly, chill place. If you have any questions, please visit pompanobeach.com and let me know if you have any questions.
Be chill, right? All right. So the Coastal Spotlight Fort Lauderdale, City of Fort Lauderdale, heart of Great Fort Lauderdale, is the action-packed C&B scene setting of Fort Lauderdale City. A mix of trendy restaurants, shops, hotels, combined with endless ways to play in the sand and surf. There's plenty to do on and off the beach, but the beach is often the first attraction, and it's easy to see why. Located a little more than a mile from buzzing Las Olas Boulevard, Fort Lauderdale's beachfront promenade is a sun and sea playground that's full of excitement and activity. You have a walk along the wavy walled promenade leads visitors to activity vendors, providing every kind of beach and water sport activity: jet skis, paddle boards, parasailing, scuba diving, snorkeling, surfing, fishing, boats, bicycles, segways, and more. From Fort Lauderdale Beach, young pirates can spend an afternoon seeking treasure aboard a real pirate ship, and jet setters can toast the sunset with champagne on a private yacht cruise. If Fort Lauderdale is the Venice of America, then Las Olas Boulevard is our rodeo drive. The chic street runs from the center of the city through the canals straight to the ocean and is lined with trendy boutiques, culinary hotspots featuring practically every type of cuisine imaginable. All right, 2 sites on the Las Olas Boulevard should be sampled by every visitor for true taste of Old Fort Lauderdale. The Floridian, since 1937, dining at the Floridian has been Fort Lauderdale's tradition. Sitting in a prime spot overlooking Las Olas Boulevard, this retro-style eatery is open 24/7, serves breakfast all day, plus burgers, sandwiches, and more, surrounded by vintage Americana decor. Nice to know, 24/7. You don't see them very often. Elbow Room, located at the corner of A1A and Las Alas. This cozy watering hole first gained popularity with the World War II sailors during 1940s, then quickly became the favorite bar for spring breakers from the 50s to the 80s. In fact, the Elbow Room had a big hand in cementing Fort Lauderdale's reputation as the ultimate spring break destination by playing a starring role in the classic film, Where the Boys Are. Another Lauderdale must-see, world-famous Rec Bar, located at B Ocean Resort, one of the few places in the world where guests can watch living mermaids from a porthole view. We're sipping a tropical cocktail, savoring fresh seafood. This legendary city landmark has been providing unforgettable underwater performances and seaside dining since 1950s. You can tap the directory for more information and then tap the icon to learn more about the Segway Fort Lauderdale. Have you guys ever been to Segways? We did it in Hawaii. It was fun.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Fort Lauderdale. My name is John Rosen, and I've been the owner of Segway Fort Lauderdale for about 10 years now. So we do tours of the area, the Riverwalk, the mansions, all the yachts, the scenic routes. It's filled with fun facts, comedy, and just a great time riding on the Segway. Over the years, they progressed on TripAdvisor, and now we're officially the #1 tour activity out of 290. So anyone that comes to see us, they're going to have a great time. Whether you're, parents, you got your kids, your grandparents, it's easy for everybody to do it. We do expert training before all the tours start. It's available 7 days a week, 365, or we can open on Christmas and all the big holidays. So come check us out. You'll have an amazing time, and we even have night tours. If you don't have time during the day, come check it out at night. Riverwalk is absolutely beautiful. Any questions, give us a call or check out our website at segwayfortlauderdale.com.
Right. So check all the sites and attractions in the city of Fort Lauderdale that are must-see for visitors. All of them? Yeah, that's right. Correct. It is all of them. Thank you, Francis. All right, so coastal spotlight. So Denaya Beach. Billed as Broward County's first city, Denaya Beach is located on north of Hollywood's beaches, south across the Stranahan River from the busier beaches of Fort Lauderdale. Even though Denaya Beach shares the same sun and surf, it does so in relative solitude. Coupled with the reputation for affordable hotels, fresh catch restaurants, Denaya Beach is a hidden oceanfront treasure waiting to be discovered. Denaya Beach is home to some of the most scenic waterways and world-class marinas in South Florida. As you can likely guess, boating is extremely popular here. Numerous sailing events, boat races and regattas, scuba shops, and snorkeling ops. Denali Beach is a prime place for offshore and sport fishing. Loyalist tip, with its close proximity to Port Everglades, you'll find many cruise hotels in Denali Beach which offer free shuttle service to and from the port, so you can craft the perfect pre and post add-on for the cruisers. For anglers wanting to cast from the shore, there's a fishing pier at Denali Beach Ocean Park. Stretches more than 800 feet into the ocean. A splash pad at the park caters to kids. Tiki huts lining the beach offer shady retreat, and the park also provides easy access to Whiskey Creek and Stranahan River for boating and kayaking. Thank you, Denya. Thank you. West Lake is the place to catch a glimpse of Florida's beloved manatees. In addition to these gentle giants, visitors will find great blue herons and some of the area's best bird watching in this nature lover's paradise. Again, you can click on the directory for more information. There was a video, right? Their video or no? No video. Okay.
Not on this one.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, Wendy, when you do trainings and stuff, when it says agent, just put your information, because sometimes these trainings, Australia sent like koala bears, California sent a goodie bag. So you want it coming to you and not Archer. So unless it says Archer, agency address, you put Archer's, otherwise you put yours. So you're good. All right. You're welcome. Coastal Spotlight Hollywood. All right. So California's Hollywood may have their Walk of Fame, but our Hollywood Beach is known for a different walkable path. It's a 2.5-mile oceanfront broad walk. And no, that's not a typo. Okay, see, I thought it said boardwalk, but it's much more than a simple boardwalk, okay? So it wasn't a typo. Named one of America's best beach broad walks by Travel and Leisure. Hollywood's Beach Broadwalk is a brick-paved pedestrian lane lined with palm trees, panoramic ocean vistas, outdoor cafes, shops, 3 parks, playgrounds for the kids, hotels, and resorts. Hollywood Beach has its own star of the show with the Hollywood Beach Theater. A 500-seat amphitheater offers eclectic mix of reggae, rock, pop, and Latin music with the live performances on multiple nights each week, many inciting impromptu dance parties on the promenade in front of the theater. Free concerts are presented Wednesday through Sunday evenings, managed by the adjacent Margaritaville Hollywood Beach Resort. Offers plenty of its own attractions and amenities. So very nice, free concerts, just like here in Vegas. Wannabe surfers will hop on the Flow Rider Surf Simulator. Solace seekers will head to the acclaimed Saint Somewhere Spa for the ultimate experience in pampering and relaxation. Both are open to guests, visitors, and locals. Here is how to learn about the water taxi stop number 4 with the visit for.
The water taxi's been moving guests around Greater Fort Lauderdale for over 30 years. We connect our clients and our partners' clients to different destinations around the Greater Fort Lauderdale area. So whether that's hotels, restaurants, beaches, resorts, museums, cultural icons, Great Florida Panthers. We can cover all that. We have 20 different stops. We have 15 boats in our fleet. We not only do everyday operations, but we do private charters and special events for the city transportation too. As the Venice of America, I mean, what better way to see Fort Lauderdale than by the water? We connect our guests to destinations. One of our unofficial mottos is that there's something for everybody from 2 to 92. So for families, we go to places like Birch State Park, where you can, rent bikes, paddleboard, kayak, easy access to the beach. Along the way, we've got fine dining. One of our most popular stops is down on Las Olas. You've got all the great restaurants and attractions down there, the hotels. One of the most exciting things that we have coming down the pike is that we will be expanding up into Pompano. There'll be approximately 10 stops that you'll be able to connect to from Fort Lauderdale. So that will bring you actually from Lighthouse Point all the way down to Hollywood. We can handle, up to 2,000 passengers a day on and off the boats. It'd be our pleasure to welcome you aboard.
Nothing to see here. All right, next. So the latest unique designed hotel to take center stage at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood is shaped like this instrument. Guitar, right? Is it a guitar?
Correct, correct.
Thank you. So, didn't Win, are you still on? That was something she wanted to go see when we were there.
What's that? The what?
The guitar at the Hard Rock?
Oh yeah, yeah. I did want to go and see that, but I never quite got there.
All right.
But apparently they're doing the one in Vegas, so I'll have to go and see that one instead.
Yep, you'll have to come visit.
Yeah.
All right, now it's time to dust the sand off your toes and step into the vibrant inland towns, which promise even more ways to enjoy the sun and sights of Lauderdale life. We'll start again in the north and meander on our way to the south. So northern communities, you have Coral Springs. If the term chillaxing were in the dictionary, there might be a picture of Coral Springs next to it. This appealing laid-back suburb is northwestern Broward County, highlighted by the 5-acre Sawgrass Nature Center, which brings everyone back to restful nature. You have Coconut Creek, nicknamed Butterfly Capital of the World, and in fact, it was the first town in the state of Florida and 11th in the U.S. to be recognized as a certified community wildlife habitat. With incredible natural attractions like Butterfly World, literally the largest butterfly aviary on the planet. It's no wonder how they earned their nickname. Margate, that's right, with 9 square miles of tree-lined streets, 30 miles of canals, 18 public parks, and more than 57,000 residents, Margate is known for its exceptional hometown quality of life. Young families will flock to Calypso Cove Aquatic Facility in Margate, a Caribbean-themed water park, 3 pools, half-court basketball courts, and a fishing area with picnic tables. Parkland. While oceanfront Fort Lauderdale is a city of blue, its neighbor Parkland shines as a city of green. 9 recreational parks. Small city certainly lives up to its name. Pines Trails Park even has its own amphitheater, a popular local spot for live concerts and festivals. Tamarack, easily accessible from the airport as well as the center of Fort Lauderdale, offers a quiet respite from hustle of the nearby city life, world-class golf, swimming, and dining, and some of the favorite pastimes in the picturesque community on the way to the Everglades. And then North Lauderdale, located just west of Fort Lauderdale. North Lauderdale is a quiet residential suburb, proud of both its rich diversity and emphasis on family-friendly fun. Visitors can discover wonderful ways to enjoy the outdoors, both on land and in water, and taste succulent dishes from cultures across the globe, all within just 5 square miles. And this is North Lauderdale.
Hi everyone, I'm Paul and I'm here in Flagler Village at the American Icon Kitchen and Tap Room, part of the Ale Trail here in Fort Lauderdale, home of 50 plus breweries, distilleries that feature great craft beers and spirits for all of the area to have and enjoy. Come on down and have yourself a cold one.
All right. Almost done with this one. Central communities. So you have Wilton Manors, ranked as the 2nd gayest city in the United States, next to Provincetown, Massachusetts, for its thriving LGBTQ plus population, but it also ranks high for charm. It's colorful, quaint streets lined with gay-owned restaurants, nightclubs, thrift shops, and one-of-a-kind shops, each built out of love and acceptance and welcoming all. Did you know adjacent to Wilton Manors is the tiniest and mightiest town in Broward County, Lazy Lane? This town is actually just one street called Lazy Lane. No businesses, traffic lights, or town hall here. No fire or police department either, but based on name alone, this town is a must for a leisurely stroll. You have Oakland Park, located on the North Fork of Greater Fort Lauderdale, scenic Middle River. Oakland Park is a small city with big ideas, thriving downtown with burgeoning brewery dining scene. Visit in fall to join the Oktoberfest celebration. Plus, parks, sports, and shopping make it a great place to play or stay. Lauderhill is a cultural hub with a diverse population, noteworthy attractions, particularly in the sports arena. Central Broward Park and Broward County Stadium features state-of-the-art athletic facilities with sporting events throughout the year, as well as cultural carnivals and music festivals. Lauderhill not only shines in sports and recreation, but also in the arts, as its home in the Lauderdale Performing Arts Center, which presents Broadway shows in addition to the other music and theater events. Did you know Central Broward Park and Broward County Stadium houses the one and only cricket stadium in the United States? Lauderdale Lakes, fewer than 4 square miles in size, the city of Lauderdale Lakes began as a suburban retirement haven for New Yorkers during the 1960s and 70s. While the size hasn't changed, today's Lauderdale Lakes represents something far bigger. The heart and soul of Broward County, created by a diverse, enticing blend of demographics, culture, and cuisine. Did you know cultural diversity is deliciously evident in Lauderdale Lakes with international specialties like the Vietnamese Noodle House, Middle Eastern Sahara Grocery and Bakery, and Singh's Roti Shop. The city of Plantation prides itself on its many outdoor areas, recreational activities, which is great news for visitors looking to enjoy our many days of sunshine, but there's a lot more in Plantation worth experiencing, like tempting shopping, championship golf, unique dining delights. The Renaissance Fort Lauderdale Plantation Hotel offers an inviting home base for business and leisure travelers. Sunrise is the host to some of South Florida's most epic concerts, NHL hockey, designer shopping, and outdoor fun. The FLA Live Arena, formerly known as BB&T Center, seats about 20,000 fans of sports, music, and more. Savvy shoppers know to head to Sunrise to find deals and discounts at more than 350 stores in the sprawling Sawgrass Mills Mall. Woo! All right. Weston, as the name suggests, Weston is located on the western end of Greater Fort Lauderdale, and with the Florida Everglades, its unforgettable sunsets on the left. With the wild adventure of the Everglades so close by, Weston offers the opportunity to indulge in luxury accommodations, high-end spa service, incredible international cuisine, and challenging golf. All right. Next, which community is home to the Emerald Bank Arena, featuring epic concerts, sporting events, as well as discount shopping paradise Sawgrass Mills Mall? Sunrise, sunset. Yay, very good. All right. One more, and then we're on to our next one. Southern communities, Cooper City, picturesque neighborhoods, peaceful streets, hallmarks of Cooper City. Brian Piccolo Sports Park adds a dash of action to the scene with a velodrome for high-speed cycle racing, the only facility of its kind in Florida. It's also a key spot for bird watchers and one of the best places in the state to view Florida's iconic burrowing owls. Southwest Ranches, welcome to classic Horse County, and it's just 15 miles southwest of downtown Fort Lauderdale. Southwest Ranch cozies up to the eastern edge of the Everglades, brings an unexpected rural flair to Broward County, but Southwest Ranchers is hardly a one-horse town. There's so much to discover here, including outdoor adventures, surprising diverse cuisine. Davie, you won't find another town like Davie in all of South Florida. It's a university town that's home to the colorful Flamingo Gardens, as well as good old-fashioned rodeo. In fact, the largest one east of the Mississippi River. Visitors can keep the cowboy vibe going by stocking up on boots, hats, and more at the many Western wear stores in the area. Pembroke Pines, ranked as one of Money Magazine's best places to live. That means there's a lot to enjoy for visitors too. Shopping, art galleries, water park, golf are among many attractions, and for visitors wanting to take the fun to the next level, Breeze Helicopters offer aerial sightseeing tours. Pembroke Pines is also home to the Charles F. Dodge City Center. Modern, spacious facility that hosts conventions, concerts, meetings, and trade shows, as well as the Frank, an acclaimed art gallery and exhibit hall. Miramar, named after the Cuban city just outside Havana, Florida's version of Miramar, has been home to generations of families raised here since founding in 1955. This diverse, active, progressive community has something for all types of visitors to enjoy, from a thriving cultural center, arts park, to the state-of-the-art amphitheater. It's also an ideal location for an overnight while attending events at the nearby Hard Rock Stadium. All right, and then Pembroke Park, situated just southwest of Hollandale's Beach and Hollywood. Pembroke Park's optimal location is one of the biggest assets. It's quick drive to shopping, golf, tennis, boating, kayaking, paddleboarding, fishing, diving, snorkeling, arts, culture, and live entertainment. You name it, it's close by. And the fact that it's a hot spot for snowbirds means it's truly an idyllic location. And then you have West Park for visitors drawn to the beautiful beaches as well as bargains at Sawgrass Mill. West Park is the bullseye at the center of both. This family-friendly city is bordered by Miami-Dade County to the south, Pembroke Park and Hollandale Beach to the east, and Hollywood to the north. All right, so let's watch a couple quick videos and then we move on to our last one.
Hi, we're in Miramar, my hometown. And in Miramar, you have tons of family-friendly options to pick from that have a lively and Caribbean influence. Right now, we're in the Miramar Cultural Center, and in the Miramar Cultural Center, there are a variety of activities and shows that you can see, like the Reggae Concert Series, an Afro-Carib Festival, and an Afro Beats dance class. So I love coming here to see a show and to walk right over to the Miramar Town Center, where there are tons of dining options. Some of my favorites include La Familia, which is famous for their fettuccine special. There's El Churrascaso, a Brazilian steakhouse, and my personal favorite is Juana Sports Bar, where there's Dominican cuisine, a live band, and you have plenty of space for dancing. So when you visit Miramar, you'll get to experience the many cultures that we love and celebrate.
All right. And then one more.
Hi, I am here in my hometown in Pembroke Pines, in the western part of our county. Right here is Shops at Pembroke Gardens, which is one of our premier shopping destinations. Here you'll find all kinds of great stores like Nike, Lululemon, Banana Republic, local restaurants like Sirocco, Casa España, and national chains like Cheesecake Factory, Brimstone, and more. This is a great place to come, perhaps after an Everglades tour or a visit at Flamingo Gardens. We also have lots of local hotels here where visitors come when they're maybe visiting Hard Rock Stadium or if they're going to a game at the FLA Live Arena. It's a great place to come and visit when out in Pembroke Pines.
All right. Congratulations. Great job completing Beaches and Beyond. Don't forget, you can you completed it, but you can now retain the information and not have the quizzes in there. So now we're going to learn about everything to do under the sun. All right. And last one. So let's get her done. So congratulations, guys.
Sure stuff. much fun, you guys.
Are you a fan of lobster? Let's go scuba diving.
All right, so Water Wonderland, true to our nicknames, Venice of America and yachting capital of the world, Greater Fort Lauderdale is a veritable water wonderland, ready to inspire any traveler with an endless array of ways to play above and below the surface. Greater Fort Lauderdale is known for its stunning beaches, but it's also on the waterways that the region truly reveals itself as a waterfront paradise. Experiencing our destination from the canals, rivers, and marinas should be at the forefront of any itinerary. So let's explore all the ways to get around on the water. Hop aboard. You know you're in Fort Lauderdale when hailing a taxi takes on a whole new and infinitely more fun meaning. No better way to get around our beaches and towns than aboard a water taxi. Fort Lauderdale Water Taxi makes all the hot stops along the New River and intracoastal waterway. And the captains act as tour guides with interesting tales, tidbits about the many mansions and landmarks along the way. Water taxis can even be chartered for groups and special events. Tap the video on the right about the water taxi #1 stop.
Hi everyone, I'm Tracy and I am here with my colleague Paul, and we are at water taxi stop #1 right here on the New River at Riverside Inn. Paul, tell me what you love about being down here on the New River.
What I love about stop #1 with the water taxi is you are in the heart of Fort Lauderdale. Behind us we have the Stranahan House, the oldest structure here in Broward County, next to the Riverside Hotel, and right next to Las Olas Boulevard. It is the boulevard in the heart center of Fort Lauderdale with boutique shops, restaurants, pubs, and entertainment galore.
Tap the video. Okay. The New River is also the setting for distinctly Lauderdale-style cruise aboard a floating tiki bar. Cruising tikis are the perfect way for small groups up to 6 people to say cheers as they gently float down the river. Guests bring their own drinks and snacks and can charter cruises by the hour. Visitors can embark upon a unique evening cruise on the Jungle Queen riverboat, where they are whisked away for dinner on a tropical isle, or take a sightseeing cruise with Carrie B Cruises, a paddle wheel boat that offers a salon with picture windows and air conditioning. Travelers looking for more intimate experiences will find romance on a Champagne Sunset catamaran cruise or an authentic gondola ride with Las Olas gondola, which departs from Las Olas Boulevard. Tap the icon to hear more about Adrian discuss the water taxis and more.
My name is Adrienne Sassone, and I am with Rubens and Travel. I've been selling Fort Lauderdale probably over 20 years. Ideal traveler for Greater Fort Lauderdale is somebody who's looking for a wonderful combination of a tropical vacation or subtropical vacation with wonderful beaches, but outside of the beaches, great culture, museums, activities, diving, and great dining, great nightlife. They are long stretches of beaches from when you start from the tip of Greater Fort Lauderdale in Fort Lauderdale all the way up to Deerfield. Beautiful long stretches of beaches, diving, scuba, all through the coast is beautiful. We also have wonderful gardens. For me to send clients to explore the Everglades on an airboat is just, for some people, a one-of-a-kind activity. They will probably never do it again unless they come back to Florida. You can get on the water taxi, take a quick tour of the intercoastal, get off, have a nice lunch at, let's say, Shooters, which is on the water, get back on, and then go to Las Olas and do some shopping, and get on and go back to your hotel. So that's a lot of fun. So I think, first of all, the best idea is to come and experience Fort Lauderdale and all of Greater Fort Lauderdale. And that's an important point because we're not just one little area. We are Fort Lauderdale, we're Hollywood, Pompano, Dania, up to Deerfield Beach. And there's so much to do in all of these areas for your clients to explore.
All right. Blue Moon Outdoor Adventure and Island Water Sports lets riders take the helm with jet skis, kayaks, and paddleboards for rent. Marvelous marinas with more than 50,000 registered yachts. You can imagine our marinas are a showcase of the best in boating. We also host some of the biggest boat events around the globe, including the world-renowned Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show. Must-sees help clients get a glimpse of our yachting lifestyle at the area's largest marina, the Lauderdale Marine Center. They can walk among the beautiful boats, grab a bite to eat, and maybe a craft cocktail or two at YOT Bar and Kitchen overlooking the harbor. All right. All right, reefs, wrecks, and reels. Even more wonders wait under water in Greater Fort Lauderdale, from mysterious shipwrecks to vibrant coral reefs and bountiful marine life. Thanks to the Gulf Stream, Greater Fort Lauderdale waters remain warm year-round, so there's no off-season for diving, snorkeling, swimming here. Ocean temperature ranges from 72 degrees in the winter to 85 degrees in the summer. For divers, Greater Fort Lauderdale is a subtropical blue water destination, unique blend of exotic and familiar. More than 69 miles of natural coral reefs are located just offshore, and over the past 20 years, 100 plus artificial reefs have been placed on the ocean floor. To attract even more fish in real life, our Coral Reef Ambassador program ensures the reefs are protected and divers, anglers, and boaters can join in on the conservation effort as they explore and enjoy them. Did you know Greater Fort Lauderdale is the only place in the continental United States where you can snorkel and dive on a living coral reef straight off the beach? In Lauderdale by the Sea and Hollywood, amazing reef exploration is just a 5-minute swim from the shore. Our waters are also home to the largest collection of warm water wrecks in the Western world. Shipwreck Park is Pompano Beach, features 18 major deep and shallow wrecks, including the renowned SS Copenhagen, located at the southern end of the park right off Lauderdale by the Sea. This 325-foot steamship ran aground on the first reef in 1900 is only 25 feet of water. Today, the Natural Park is a state underwater museum archaeological site, and it's wildly popular with both scuba divers and snorkelers. Must see. Sea explorers can hire charter from several on-site companies, including American Dream Dive Charters, Private Scuba and Snorkel, South Florida Diving Headquarters, to let the captain show them where the best reefs and wrecks are located. They have awesome angling. Greater Fort Lauderdale is a catch when it comes to reeling in a prized fish. We have deep Atlantic waters, all right offshore, plenty of fresh water, lakes, and tucked away canals. Plus, we're near the bustling Gulf Stream. If clients are angling to catch tonight's dinner, they can charter a yacht or climb aboard a sport fishing boat to cast for wahoo, sailfish, kingfish, and even sharks. Or they can get right down on the water, head out in kayaks with experienced anglers to reel in tuna, snook, and mackerel. If bass on the line is what they're after, there's no better place in Florida than the Everglades, and a guided fishing charter from Bass Online Fishing Outfitters will venture deep into the marshlands in search of largemouth, peacock, and more. Fishing piers, you don't need a boat to catch the big one in Greater Fort Lauderdale. The area's many fishing piers offer fishermen of all levels a fun place to cast, as well as equipment rentals. Favorite spot is Anglin's Fishing Pier at Lauderdale by the Sea, where there's a bait shop. Fishing fee is under $10 and it's open 24 hours a day. Ample time to hook pompano, mackerel, and jacks, maybe even a shark. And just a few miles south or north is the newly revamped Fisher Family Pier in Pompano Beach, which is fun-filled shaped pier, and over the Deerfield Beach International Fishing Pier, anglers can rent rods, bait, and other fishing accessories. All right. Which statement is true about Greater Fort Lauderdale and its oceanfront? 60 miles, the only place in the all of the above. All of the above. All right. Whether it's biking or ball striking or cheering from the stands of sports arenas, Greater Fort Lauderdale is a sunshine playground for warm weather sports and games. You have cycling and skating. Few things compare to relaxing glide along the 1.5-mile promenade of Fort Lauderdale, which incidentally was voted, yay, among the top 10 places to skate by Rollerblade Inc. Greater Fort Lauderdale also offers a variety of parks with extreme equipment for adventurous skater or cycler, as well as scenic trails for getting in shape or simply cruising around. Here are some of the favorite scenic bicycle routes. Hollywood Beach Broadwalk, Fort Lauderdale Beach Boulevard, El Mar Drive-In Lauderdale by the Sea, Rio Vista and Coral Ridge sections of Fort Lauderdale, Atlantic Trailhead of Sawgrass Expressway, and Atlantic Boulevard. Hugh Taylor Birch State Park paved 2-mile loop. Cyclists can also plan their own route on Bike Broward, an innovative internet-based bicycle route planning tool that allows bicyclists to enter their state start and end location and receive turn-by-turn directions on how to reach their destination. You have Greater Fort Lauderdale hotspots, scenic cycling, skating, but we also take in the extreme with BMX, skateboarding, roller derby, and go-kart skate racing. Send your adrenaline seekers to Brian Piccolo Park and Velodrome in Cooper City to experience the only velodrome in Florida. The oval track is made especially for professional recreational cycling and inline skating. For those who like to lace up their skates, Extreme Action Park, located just off the I-95, Fort Lauderdale, has an indoor roller skating rink, as well as a go-kart track, bowling alley, and trampoline park. More than 200,000 square feet. It's the largest action sports facility in the state and plays host to matches in Florida's premier roller derby league, the Gold Coast Derby Girls. Go for the green, lush links, loads of courses combined with easily accessibility, comparatively low green fees, picturesque settings, and year-round play make Greater Fort Lauderdale hole-in-one for golfers, featuring more than 40 world class courses, including tracks designed by architects such as Donald Ross, Greg Norman, George and Tom Fazio, Robert Trent Jones, and our fairways and greens welcome golfers of every ability to try and sink a few birdies amidst beautiful surroundings and modern first-class amenities. Courses have regularly host PGA, USGA, FSGA events, including many open for daily fee golf. 3 in particular should be on the bucket list for every serious player: Heron Bay Golf Club, Eagle Trace Golf Club, and Hollywood Beach Golf Club. Weekender golfers will find great courses in Pompano Beach and Pembroke Pines, which combine competitive green fees, perfectly manicured grounds, and friendly golf professionals. And then where champions play. Sports fans aiming to chill out should look no further than the center ice at Amerant Bank Arena, formerly FLA Live Arena. Home to NHL's Florida Panthers, Amerant Bank Arena is easily accessible from anywhere in Greater Fort Lauderdale, and its top-notch amenities make catching a game a convenient and cool way to experience the sports scene. Tip: recently opened AC Hotel, Fort Lauderdale, Sawgrass Mills Sunrise, located just steps away from the Amerant Bank area, so it's a winning place to stay after attending a game or concert. NFL fans can watch the Miami Dolphins in action at Hard Rock Stadium, just across Broward County border. Stadium has hosted the Super Bowl and the Orange Bowl, and it's home to Miami Hurricanes and Miami Open Tennis, plus the brand new Formula One Miami Grand Prix, which will be held at Hard Rock Stadium in 2022. Chase Stadium in Fort Lauderdale is home pitch of Inter Miami CF Major League Soccer's team, and country's oldest only cricket stadium is at Broward County Stadium in Lauderdale. So as you see, this is an older training, but they always have updates too, so we never know. All right, let's watch a quick video, everything under the sun.
have a good time.
I'm Haitian. I was born and raised in Haiti. So representing Haiti and was floating my flag everywhere in the world that I go.
Nice music. I love it. All right, back to nature. So Greater Fort Lauderdale has one of the most diverse ecosystems in the world, offers visitors opportunities to see wildlife and wilderness not found anywhere else in the United States. Gateway to the Everglades. Greater Fort Lauderdale is the gateway to the Everglades, where wild beauty makes up almost 2/3 of the destination total area at Everglades Holiday Park. Visitors can take an airboat ride, witness native Florida wildlife from alligators to Florida panthers. You have Seagrass Recreation Park, another option to get up close and personal with the enchanting Everglades. The park offers airboats, rides, Seminole Village, live alligators, reptiles and birds of prey, exhibits, plus camping, boating, and fishing. Hungry guests can chomp down gator bites, tacos, burgers, kids' meals, and more at the Gator Grill. Private tours and nighttime adventures are available. Nature's wonders await. In addition to the proximity to the Everglades, Broward County boasts more than 285 parks and natural attractions, each holding their own wild allure. Butterfly World in Coconut Creek is the world's largest butterfly park. This 3-acre park is home to more than 20,000 live butterflies from every corner of the globe, as well as hundreds of exotic birds and 6 pre-flight aviaries. Waterfalls, botanical gardens, passion vines, and roses complete the natural wonderland. Flamingo Gardens in Davie offers 60 brilliant acres of diverse native plants and trees, bird of prey center with a free flight aviary, and the chance to view alligators, flamingos, bobcats, and Florida panthers. Plan a day of adventure to see alligators, flamingos, panthers, and more with a morning airboat excursion in the Everglades and an afternoon at the nearby Flamingo Gardens. Ann Cove Nature Center in Hollywood is a 1,430-acre wetland habitat for native wildlife. Visitors can kayak through narrow canals where mangrove trees create a tangled canopy, hike boardwalks, trails, climb the 5-level observation tower for bird's eye view. More natural adventures can be found at Dr. Von D. Mizell Johnson State Park in the Dania Beach, hope that's right, with surf fishing, swimming, boating, and canoeing, as well as one of the area's most important turtle nesting beaches. Did you know nearly 90% of sea turtle nesting in America occurs in Florida? 90%. March through October each year, these peaceful creatures return to their home beaches to lay eggs. Sea turtle hatchlings use light and reflection from the moon to find their way to the water at night, so the oceanfront hotels and restaurants have dim orange-colored lighting to not hinder their progress. Good to know, right? That's interesting. In the list below, what native wildlife visitors have a chance to see at the parks? All the above, right? Yep, thank you. Very good. All right, who loves art and culture? Greater Fort Lauderdale vibrant cultural offerings are as bright as many sunny skies. From world-class museums to meaningful historical heritage sites, there's no shortage of ways to be inspired by art and culture here. Must-sees. Okay, so you have the museum, and again, you may want to take a picture to share. But Museum of Discovery and Science invites explorers of all ages with guided tours, interactive exhibits, 3D image, IMAX movies, and hosted family-friendly activities and camps for children. A recent multi-million-dollar renovation added the jaw-dropping AutoNation IMAX Theater, which stands over 5 stories tall. The expansive, impressive NSU Art Museum Fort Lauderdale offers a creativity fueling forum, including 25,000 square feet of exhibition space, 256-seat auditorium, museum, store, and cafe. Its acclaimed 11,000 square foot studio school, the AutoNation Academy of Art and Design, offers instruction for children, teens, and adults year round. All right, Bonnet House Museum and Gardens, former oceanfront estate turned museum featuring beautiful tropical gardens and extensive artwork collection, along with gorgeous view. Another historical house museum worth a visit in Stranahan House. As Greater Florida oldest existing structure, it is included on the National Register of Historic Places. Did you know these must-see museums can all be visited by water taxi? Yes, you are able to use these. Yes. Anything that we go over, that's why I say you could take pictures and stuff. Correct. Because you want to market yourself, right? You want to sell the product. Living Art, located in the heart of downtown Fort Lauderdale, Fat Village, Flagler Arts and Technology Village acts as a creative hub for local businesses and artists and hosts an art walk along with the adjoining Mass District on the last Saturday of each month. And then contemporary art lovers can continue their creative wanderings with a visit to Downtown Hollywood Mural Project, a collection of curated outdoor murals by local, national, and international recognized artists. Free guided tours are given on the 3rd Saturday of each month. Right? All right. So cultivating community. Greater Fort Lauderdale diverse culture, tradition, and identity help our community thrive, making it a welcoming home for everyone. These cultural institutions beautifully illustrate our philosophy and help foster an inclusive community. As one of only 6 original arts incubators in the United States, ArtServe hosts and develops over 1,000 progressive events, programs, and services that help a diverse community of artists turn art into business. Cultural Hub is home to both the Stonewall National Museum and Archives and the World's AIDS Museum. Stonewall National Museum and Archives was founded in 1973 to preserve and share the heritage of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender community. Largest lending library of its kind with more than 18,000 books, audiovisual materials. The World AIDS Museum is the first museum dedicated to HIV/AIDS epidemic, provides a comprehensive educational center. The African American Research Library and Cultural Center is only the 3rd of its kind in the country. The library spans 60,000 square feet, features more Black history books and books by Black authors than any other library in the nation. The Craig and Barbara Weiner Holocaust Reflection and Resource Center and Museum is the foremost Holocaust center of its kind in South Florida. And the Atatiki Museum on the Big Cypress Seminole Indian Reservation is owned and operated by the Seminole tribe and features interesting, informative, permanent galleries and rotating exhibits. All right. That's the name of the Art Incubator. That's a community hub for diverse arts, cultural program, events, and galleries. That village. ArtServe. Thank you.
It's the art, sir.
Thank you. All right. Powerhouse performances. So whether it's a Broadway show or classic ballet, rock concert on the beach, or retro movie at an indie theater, Greater Fort Lauderdale is a place for powerhouse performances. The epicenter of the performing arts scene in Greater Fort Lauderdale is undoubtedly the Brower Center for the Performing Arts. This state-of-the-art complex is the heart of downtown Fort Lauderdale's art and entertainment district and boasts multiple venues, including the impressive 2,658-seat Renee Theater and its regular rotation of classical music and Broadway performances, hosting the Disney in Concert series, visiting Philharmonic orchestras, and Broadway across America. The Renee theater presentations rival the biggest cities and provide entertainment for every interest and age group. Plus, its waterfront setting on the New River makes a truly dramatic backdrop to the congratulations, dramatic backdrop to the shows. Numerous satellite venues sharing the Broward Center marquee, including the Parker, formerly known as Parker Playhouse, and the Rose and Alfred Minashi Performing Arts Center, with showcase theater, music, and ballet performances. Lauderdale Performing Arts Center hosts off-Broadway shows, concerts, dance, and family entertainment, and patrons of the Miramar Cultural Center will find everything from internationally known comedians to breathtaking ballets. Coral Springs Center for the Arts brings the finest in music, dance, comedy, and more to audiences of all ages. Stars don't just light up on stages, though. They shine down from our brilliant skies and venues. Thank you. Venues like Theater Under the Stars, an open air band shell in Hollywood. All right, and then live music makeup between the appreciative crowds. And just so you know, Joanne, we are going to finish up New Orleans for anyone who wants to stay on. We may take like a little break, so when we're done, you can catch up. All right, another shop for touring acts is Hard Rock Live. Recently expanded. Oops, I didn't read this. Sorry. Between the appreciative crowds, endless amenities, lively atmosphere, there's good reason for every musical touring act to make a stop in Greater Fort Lauderdale. The Amara Bank Arena has hosted every musical star from Billy Joel to Barbra Streisand, offers outstanding acoustics. Another stop for major touring acts is Hard Rock Live at the recently expanded Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, which has hosted everyone from John Legend to Bruce Springsteen to the Rolling Stones performing their last concert. After a show, fans can always continue the party at the casino or stay the night at the new flashy Guitar Hotel. For a truly Lauderdale musical experience, there's nothing better than a concert by the sea. The Pompano Beach Amphitheater, known to locals as the Amp, hosts every genre from blues to reggae to roots and national touring acts as diverse as Billy Gibbons and Vince Gill. Live concerts at the beach also happen annually with the wildly popular Tortuga Musical Festival, located right in Fort Lauderdale's main stretch of the beach. A loyalist tip, the Tortuga Music Festival is one of Fort Lauderdale's most popular events, selling out quickly after sales open. So be sure to book tickets and hotel rooms early. All right, shopping and spa and wellness. From retail therapy to massage therapy, the shopping and spa options in Greater Fort Lauderdale will please every taste and budget. Add convenience to variety, and you'll see how our malls, boutiques, spas, and salons make it easy to create a dream vacation. Girls getaway, right? A weekend getaway. Let's start at the top at Sawgrass Mills in Sunrise, the world's largest single-story discount entertainment mall. This merchandise mecca features the high-end Colonnade outlets and should be the first stop for any shopaholic schedule. You have the galleries at Fort Lauderdale offer an upscale shopping experience with stores like Dillard's, Michael Kors, Apple Store, local favorites, and independent boutiques can be perused along traditional Florida shopping avenues such as Las Olas Boulevard, dubbed the Style Mile, and Dania Beach's Antique Row, filled with specialty shops. Bargain hunters will make beeline for the festival marketplace in Pompano Beach, quarter-mile long Shoppers Paradise, Fort Lauderdale Swap Shop, largest indoor-outdoor flea market in the South. Our shopping stops include the Daniel Quaint open air lifestyle venue featuring best-in-class shopping dining events, the Village at Gulfstream Park, Mass District, and Sistron Collective, a co-op style retail boutique featuring merchandise by local artisans. Loyalist tip, easy for visitors to get to our major shopping areas with local shuttle service from the beach and many hotels. Plus, shoppers head to the Galleria at Fort Lauderdale or Las Olas can get there on a water taxi. And then rejuvenate and relax, whether muscles are aching from hours of shopping. Okay, thank you, Wynn. See you. Yes. Shopping and or makeover, it's needed before a night on the town. There are so many ways to relax and rejuvenate mind, body, and spirit in Greater Fort Lauderdale, from ultra-modern day spas in the European tradition to wellness centers offering holistic remedies for stress and pain relief to ultra-pampering spa resorts like these. Okay, guys, we have 7 more, and then you guys get your pretty certificate that Joanne posted. Spa at the Fort Lauderdale Marriott Pompano Beach Resort and Spa features hydrotherapy, showers, co-ed sanctuary, an outdoor oasis on the waterfront. Couples can relax in tandem and enjoy spectacular 365-degree views of Fort Lauderdale Beach and the massage room at Pelican Grand Beach Resort. When shopping Mecca in Sunrise is the world's largest single-story discount entertainment mall. That's Sawgrass Mills. What do you guys think?
It's the Sawgrass.
Okay, let's try it. Da, da, da. Yep, that is correct. Dining and nightlife. More than 4,000 dining establishments and 132 nightclubs in Greater Fort Lauderdale. The ingredients for a perfect night out are ripe and ready. Greater Fort Lauderdale's culinary scene is chock-a-block with rising star chefs, exciting restaurants, breweries, and pubs, coffee houses, scenic dock and dine eateries, along with many great hotel restaurants. Foodies will find cuisine from all over the world here in all kinds of settings. On the waterfront, al fresco and verdant gardens, bustling sidewalk cafes, and even on deck. To savor the most quintessential Lauderdale lifestyle, hop on board a water taxi to find a smorgasbord of choices for dining al fresco alongside the intra-coastal waterway. Hosts of the town, Greater Fort Lauderdale is also home to enticing cocktail lounges, wines, bars, and brew pubs. Beer lovers will no doubt follow the ale trail to find more than 45 breweries, beer gardens, and pubs. Tarpon River Brewing is a must stop and taste along the trail, as it features a tap room house, beautifully converted tables, and 16 rotating taps. The Brass Tap is another worthy ale trail watering hole that offers more than 70 rotating beers at 3 convenient locations: Fort Lauderdale, Pembroke Pines, and Coral Springs. Carries more than 300 bottled domestic, import, and local beers. Loyalist tip: show your clients you're a true loyalist. Send them to the Gulfstream Brewing Company to order everyone under the sun beer. Visit Lauderdale's signature brew. They'll also appreciate a heads up to visit Lauder Ale to get 15% discount when they show their boarding pass or cruise dock. So again, you may want to take pictures of these. Grape lovers can satisfy their thirst at places like 33rd Street Wine Bar with more than 150 wines available by the glass. Onophiles will be able to find exciting new bottles, specialty food pairings, artisanal cheese boards, antipasta and tapas. Prove the exceptional staff can always make a match. Cap the night off with an artisan cocktail crafted by the bar chefs at Apothecary 330 Cocktail Club. Order off the mixology menu or mention a favorite liqueur and they'll whip it up something new on the spot. The rhythm of the night party doesn't just stop there because the sun goes down. Greater Fort Lauderdale buzzing nightlife entertainment scene includes waterfront rooftop bars, dancing, live music, and gaming to keep pulses pounding from sunset to sunrise. Aficionados of jazz and blue can settle into a cozy booth at Blue Jean Blues, Fort Lauderdale, for live blues and jazz 7 nights a week. Country Western buffs will step in time at the renowned Roundup Country Western Bar in Davie, where its staff happily provides tips on line dancing to the latest country tunes. Some of the greatest Fort Lauderdale's most exciting nightlife spots are casinos, with thousands of Vegas-style slots and gaming tables offering everything from blackjack to baccarat. Casinos like the Big Easy in Hullendale Beach and the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood are sure to provide a fun fix. If horse racing is more your favorite thing or more their thing, the Gulfstream Park and Isle Casino Racing Pompano Park features races and fast betting action several nights a week. Hey.
Great way to start your day in Greater Fort Lauderdale is having breakfast here at Burlock Coast. We just have so much to offer, especially with the view that we have is amazing. The eggs and the smoothies go down really, really well.
If you really want to experience all that Greater Fort Lauderdale has to offer in terms of brewing, you got to start here at the grandfather of craft breweries, Funky Buddha Brewery. We do an amazing brunch with all kinds of Southern-inspired favorites. We've got bottomless beers, mimosas. It's just a delicious experience that kind of brings you somewhere.
Gulfstream Brewing, when people come visit, what they're here for is to mingle with locals, to try real South Florida craft beer, something authentic. You can have amazing pizza. We have games, foosball, cornhole. It is absolutely unique and nothing but fun.
Welcome
to Greater Fort Lauderdale.
The Greater Fort Lauderdale area never fails to provide a great night out. Lauderdale's been open for 5.5 years. Most people can't find the place, right? So we have this saying, hard to find, easy to drink. So if you're looking for something different, something to get off like the beaten path and escape the city, like this is the perfect spot.
Oh, if you're ever in Greater Fort Lauderdale, you have to come to Fat Village. We're a community-based area, so you can experience the local art and installations, vendors, and food trucks, everything. Welcome
to Greater Fort Lauderdale.
All right. Almost done. LGBT plus capital. As you read earlier, we're pretty proud to be Florida's LGBT plus capital and one of the most progressive destinations in the United States. We truly welcome everyone under the sun. Our rainbow flag waves high and long in Greater Fort Lauderdale with everyone coming together under its colorful banner and the warm embrace of the sun. The radiance is particularly vibrant in the Wilton Manors neighborhood, home to hundreds of gay-owned businesses, bars, and hotspots, each built out of love and acceptance. Did you know that Wilton Manor is ranked the second gayest city in the United States, next to Provincetown, Massachusetts, for its thriving LGBT plus population? Wilton Manor is located on the outskirts of downtown Fort Lauderdale, is actually a tiny island, often referred to as Island City. Visitors have access to dozens of beachfront resorts, hotels, and accommodations here, like the Island Sands Inn on Wilton Drive, which is within walking distance of more than 30 bars and restaurants. Sebastian Street Beach, one of the best gay beaches in the country, is just north of Fort Lauderdale Beach Park. Kaleidoscope of fun. Everyone's invited to join in on the fun in Wilton Manors, from noshing at cute bistros to hitting the dance floor until all hours of the night or morning. Here are a few colorful highlights visitors won't want to miss. Rosie's Bar and Grill, a restaurant that provides bubbly atmosphere, both in its staff, decor, and menu. The menu item names include funny tidbits like canal, how do you say that? Canal, whatever. Tefah, briny spears, caling me softly. Rosie's Burgers are almost also famously out of this world. The Alchemist Cafe, nestled in an outdoor garden with rustic chic chairs and greenery. Avocado slicers are both gigantic, delicious, while the Alchemist Iced coffee served in a mason jar with a handle is a fan favorite. Everybody Dance Now is a likely anthem at Georgie's Alibi Monkey Bar, one of the South Florida's longest running gay restaurant bar and nightclubs rolled into one. Some of the best entertainment in the city can be found here, as well as some of the most exciting people. Many travel quite far to dance at the Monkey Bar. Kalahachie Park and Richardson Historic Park and Nature Preserve provide a moment of zen, peaceful setting, and interesting flora fauna. They're a great place to chill after a night out, do a little bird watching, hike on a nature trail under a canopy of mangroves. Wilton Manors truly has the best of both worlds: quaint, small town feel and beautiful beaches and urban attractions within easy reach. Luxury. Okay, so again, you want to sell luxury as a niche? Here's your chance. Since we're known as the yachting capital of the world, it makes sense that we know a little bit about luxury lifestyle, providing impeccable service. While the ultimate adventure awaits those journeying to Greater Fort Lauderdale by their personal yacht, VIP travelers jetting into town can partake in the yachting lifestyle by chartering their own floating 5-star resort. Companies like Lauderdale Yacht Charters will outfit them with a staffed vessel to navigate our famous waterways while they enjoy sunning themselves on deck or relaxing down below in opulent staterooms. Tip: Visit Lauderdale has partnered with Bermuda Tourism Authority to promote our shared yachting and luxury lifestyle. Visitors can enjoy the perks of both destinations with charters from Denison Yachting. For discerning travelers in search of luxury accommodations on land, there's a wealth of resorts with extraordinary services and amenities waiting to fit the bill. And then the Ritz-Carlton Fort Lauderdale provides waterfront elegance driven with free-spirited nautical heritage. Winning combination evident in the elevated pool inspired by a ship's bow, select rooms and suites with water views and a spa that incorporate elements of the sea. The high-end hotel is home to the only luxury club lounge in the city. Guests can enjoy complimentary culinary presentations throughout the day and club concierge to assist with any personal needs. And then with a classic yacht club lifestyle and a prime beachfront address, the Four Seasons Hotel and Residence Fort Lauderdale bring their signature elegance, extraordinary service to the area.
Specialty is the luxury segment. So I work with really high-end clients, some celebrity clients, some CEOs of companies, things like that. And the needs of this luxury consumer are a little bit different than your average traveler. And for me, Fort Lauderdale and the Greater Fort Lauderdale area are such a great fit because you've got the fine dining, you've got the 5-star resorts on the water. You have that high level service for those that see value in it and are willing to pay for it. You've got one of the largest private airports in the country in Greater Fort Lauderdale. And so that ease of travel, again, for that luxury consumer that maybe doesn't fly commercial, but is flying private, is there as well. They've got the limo companies. And so there's so much there for that luxury consumer to do luxury experiences where there's so many different vendors that I work with where thanks to the Greater Fort Lauderdale Convention and Visitors Bureau, I've been able to make some contacts and get some resources from them on some local tour operators that I've been able to use that cater maybe specifically or can do private experiences for these customers. I remember one family, really high end. They wanted to have some nice bonding time. It was like a family reunion, and they wanted to do different things throughout the city and all of it to be private just for them. And so I was able to reach out to some of our tour operators and create some really unique private experiences for them at the Bonnet House Museum, where they were able to rent that out for 2 hours for a private tour for the family. And we hired a photographer and they took some pictures there and the most beautiful family portraits. 3 years later, they had me over their house to discuss another trip. And I was so shocked when I went in and I saw the huge portrait from that trip that I did on the wall. And so to realize how much it meant to them. I mean, I could go on and on about the amazing experiences that I've had with customers sending me notes and pictures and thanking me for sending them to Fort Lauderdale.
Right. All right, and then the Conrad Fort Lauderdale Beach also caters to the barefoot luxury client with two distinct collections of luxury and premium all-suite accommodations and a 6th-floor sky deck offering stunning panoramic views. Luxury hotels, of course, come complete with luxury amenities, exclusive features. The W Fort Lauderdale also offers enticing extras like Bluetooth speaker sound systems. At Hyatt Centric Las Olas, guests can reserve time in 901, the hotel's former guest room turned jazz age speakeasy. All right, and then you can go to the directory. All right, which luxury hotel features the elevated pool inspired by a ship's bow and the only luxury club lounge in the city? Ritz, that's what I thought. Thank you. Very good. Events and festivals. So Greater Fort Lauderdale welcomes everyone to have fun under the sun, and we're filled our calendar with tons of events and festivals celebrate nearly every interest and hobby. Here's a look at some of the iconic events as well as a few quirky feats, birthdays, whatever, to spice up the schedule. January, visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival. Foodies can enjoy live cooking demos with host chefs, live music, entertainment, VIP experiences. Signature Grand Tasting Event provides sample bites and sips from more than 40 top restaurants in the county. February, Ignite Broward, a 10-day festival featuring 30 spectacular displays of immersive art, light, technology created by local national, international artists. The festival is held in 3 locations: Fort Lauderdale, Dania Beach, and Hollywood. Admission is free. February through March, Florida Renaissance Festival, suspended between myth and history. Award-winning Florida Renaissance Festival in Deerfield Beach offers 7 weekends of swashbuckling fun, including falconry, weaponry demonstrations, 16th century handicrafts, music and games, and a pub crawl or 2. April, you have the Tortuga Music Festival held on the beaches of Fort Lauderdale against a beautiful ocean backdrop. Tortuga Music Festival is a 3-day multi-stage music festival featuring some of the biggest names in country, rock, and roots music. This renowned beachside fest pairs music and meaning to raise awareness for marine conservation. In May, you have the Miami Formula One Grand Prix. Makes its debut at the Miami International Autodrome, temporary circuit surrounding Hard Rock Stadium, located just over Broward County's border in Miami Gardens. Greater Fort Lauderdale is the setting for a wealth of convenient hotel choices and fan experience before and during the race. Fort Lauderdale Air Show, held annually on Fort Lauderdale Beach. The air show features aerobatic pilots, jets, helicopters, precision formation flights, high energy maneuvers, and more. September, Brazilian Festival has become the largest, most unique, inclusive, trendiest multicultural entertainment experience on the southeast coast. Whole family will enjoy Brazil's myriad of music genres, folklore, and traditions at this exciting annual event. You have in October, Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show, sorry. For more than 60 years, we've been the host of the world-renowned Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show. This showcases the industry's latest boats, yachts, and of all sizes, worldwide debut, plus a medley of marine products and accessories to enhance the nautical lifestyle. December, Caribbean Food and Rum Festival. South Florida's largest celebration of Caribbean American heritage welcomes visitors and local to Arts Park in Hollywood to island hop off among Barbados, Jamaica, Trinidad, Bahamas, Belize, Grenada, and Haiti as they indulge in all things Caribbean: food, rum, cocktails, music, arts, and crafts. Seminole Hard Rock Winterfest Boat Parade. The world's most watched boat parade for 50 years now. Kicks off each holiday season with a 12-mile boat parade adorned in festival lights. And tap the video on the right to talk about how they utilize the events when booking Greater Fort Lauderdale. And our latest, greatest calendar can be found on our website. So be sure to check the dates and plan itineraries. So again, you maybe save a picture of that or share.
Huge tip for travel advisors is when you're thinking about Fort Lauderdale and when you're thinking about who you're going to bring to that destination, I always think about all of the events. I mean, this is an international mecca, this destination for events. You've got the Florida Panthers hockey. So I think about, who are my hockey fans and where do they live? Because there's $79 flights on one of the low-cost carriers. Maybe they want to come to the game. Boom, I made a sale. I think about the Renaissance Festival. I think about the Tortuga, all the music festivals, the boat show. There every month, there is some usually major event or festival that's happening in Fort Lauderdale, circling around food and wine, around sports, around water. You name it, they have it. So when I think about, visit sunny.org, look at those festivals, the things that are coming to town, and I think about, you know what, who's really interested in this genre of music that I can promote to? And you'd be surprised how many customers I call and say, hey, did you know there's this Renaissance Festival going on in Fort Lauderdale? It's one of the largest in the country. There's a great deal at the whatever hotel with free parking. I know you live 4 hours away. Why don't you come down? And so think about those festivals and all those major events that come into the city, because that will help you promote it. And now you're getting them right where you want them. Where, hey, Sally, there's a music festival of the music that you like in Fort Lauderdale. Do you want to go? I'm going to send you the information, and you get the conversation started.
Yay. All right, guys, guess what? You are done. Successfully completed the chapter. Now it's time to put your expert knowledge to use. Be sure to visit Promote channel to share shareable images, videos, flyers, and maps. Get your clients' prospects thinking about a trip to Greater Fort Lauderdale. When you need to answer these questions and start the itinerary planning, head over to Sell channel to find helpful sale resources and all ways to get in touch with the Visit Lauderdale sales team. As a thank you for becoming a Fort Lauderdale Special Loyalist, we want to send you an exclusive Lauderdale Loyalist Welcome Pack. So as I said, now you'll get it at your address. Head over to account settings. Make sure you have your correct address on file. So congratulations. Thanks for your loyalty to Greater Fort Lauderdale. We value your partnership. Look forward to seeing you and your clients under our sunny skies. So right up here now is your certificate. Beautiful. Look at that. Make sure you post that. You can download it, print it, email it. Make sure you share information. So congratulations, everybody. I know it was a long one, so I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. So again, over here, then you can get all the information here. Let's look here. So as a Loyalist Passport, we welcome you as your loyalty offering advisors that graduate this exclusive passport. A collection of curated cruises, museums, outdoor adventures, and more, offering deals and discounts to redeem during your visit. Graduate first, which we just did, and unlock your exclusive tile and sell section where you can go verify your IATN number. Already a graduate, head here now to verify your eligibility, and you'll receive additional instructions on how to redeem your passport. So again, as I said, a lot of these will promote more stuff for you, give you discounts, invite you on familiarization trips, etc. Okay, so make sure you go over here, fill this out. Okay, so first name, this is your information. Agency will be Archer Travel. You'll put the IATA number, all the information, you'll submit it, and guess what? You're going to be entered or start receiving all kinds of exciting information. Okay, so make sure.
Marnie, where can I find that?
Let me go back. Sorry, hold on. 058 right here. In the main page over here to the right under your name.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you got it? So make sure you guys.
Yes, I do.
Okay, make sure you guys fill this out, because again, you want to be invited on fam trips and stuff. Okay, so travel start date. I don't know what that means. Guess when we started doing it, I don't know. 01/01.
I think that's if you're going to go down to Fort Lauderdale.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Thank you. So maybe we have to do it when we do that. Okay. Yeah, which greater hotel you reserved. Okay, so yeah, fill this out when you do it. Sorry. And then that. Okay. All right. So again, congratulations, everybody. Let me know if you have any questions. For those that, if you guys are okay, we have to finish New Orleans. If you want to take a break, and then we'll come back at 1 o'clock Pacific in a half hour, and then we'll finish up our New Orleans. If for any reason you have to get off and leave or whatever, I am recording just like I'm recording here, and I will post it here on my YouTube channel. Okay? Make sure on Fort Lauderdale you have your correct information, so that way you will be able to get your kit. Okay? All right. So again, you can go to the sales section and you'll have all this. Look at this: maps, itineraries, commissionable attractions, upsell your client, right? Fast facts, cruise, loyalist passport. Let's see what if this tells us. So graduate, and then upon securing your passport, access your thing there. So, yeah. So is the New Orleans? Yeah. So the New Orleans is a longer one too. New Orleans, we had just started it yesterday, so it's going to run a little bit. but it's definitely worth it because, like I said, they offering those fam trips. So you can register for that, but the certification, I think there's, see how many classes there are. So I think we just did the which one did
Can I say something while you're looking?
Yes.
Guess what I got in the mail?
What did you get?
I got a box from you and my little passport. Thank you so much.
Oh, that got it. That finally.
Oh, thank you. I love you so much.
Of course. Thank you.
Well, I'm gonna hop off here and play. Nathan actually wants to play a board game, so we're going to play with wagers and apples to apples. So y'all have a great afternoon. Bye, Michi.
You too. Thank you. All right. So our certification.
Joanne.
So you'll go here, and then we'll go into courses. This one's the cruise. So let's go here. So sign in. You're gonna have to register. So we already did the first one. Okay, here. Enroll, load more, sign in. Just in case you want to join us in a half hour. And then, so we completed this one, and then we have a few more left, but my computer kept going out yesterday. So, but after you get done, you'll have that certificate too. So, all right. And if not, like I said, I do record it. The first one is right here, so you can catch up. And otherwise, for those that want to join me back here in about 25 minutes, we'll get going on New Orleans so we can get that completed. So I know it's a long day, but we ran out of time yesterday because of my system. So congratulations, everybody. Hope you have an amazing day. Next week, we're doing Sun Express Air and Sarasota, Florida. So join us for that. We're doing Fort Myers, Iceland, luxury travel all this week. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. As we always say, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And if we don't see you at the beaches of the world, we'll see you at the bank. So I'll see you guys in a few. Have fun. Bye, guys. Thank you.